Okay, today we're going to look at our bees here. It's about 5 weeks since we put our package of bees in, and the queen's been in there laying, and we're going to check it out right now and see if we need to add another deep super here. So we're going to give the bees a little smoke here. The smoke has a calming effect on the bees. And we also got some issues with some carpenter ants here that I'm going to try to get rid of here. So the bees have not been able to we had another super on the top here with a feeder in it. We switched to this front feeder up here. These carpenter ants kind of got in here in the last couple of days, and the bees couldn't get to them to keep them out. So we're going to change things around here a little bit so the bees are able to defend their hive a little bit better. Give them a little smoke here. Set this over here. Got a little bit of wax built up here with some sugar in it. We'll just kind of get rid of this. Don't really need that. And it looks like they filled all these frames out pretty good. That's a good sign. They've stored a lot of the sugar syrup that we've been feeding them until they can get up to speed. So we're just going to take a couple of these frames out here and see what we got here. The bees like to stick everything together with something called propolis. It's they get it basically from tree sap. You see that this side of the frame is not really filled out, but this side is pretty good. They got a lot of honey stored in there, or honey or sugar syrup. Set this aside. Put up a few more of these. We have some capped brood in there in the middle there. You can see it's the lighter color wax, the darker color wax. The lighter color wax in the top is all stored sugar syrup and or honey. And we're starting to get some darker colored bees in there too. Our queen is a carnelian queen. The package bees that we bought were mostly Italian. Got quite a big bee here. I don't know if that's a drone or the queen. It's kind of hard to say. I think that's a drone climbing around there. More smoke there. Check one more frame here. I think we're doing real good here as far as building out the hive. I think I might add the second super on here. You got a lot of brood in here. You got new bees coming out. You got some drone cells down on the bottom here, it looks like. That's these bigger cells. They'll raise drones just for the heck of it until the fall, and then they'll kick them all out because they won't be needed. They really don't need them now because the queen has already been impregnated. we're just going to go on over here to the end and see how these frames are filled out. They look like they're filled out pretty nicely. So, like I said, I think I'm going to go ahead and add a second super on here. They're starting to build this side out. This side is built out pretty good. So I'm pretty sure that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to add the second super here. Put these frames all back together here gently so we don't smoosh too many bees. The hive is still pretty weak. It's not up to speed yet. As far as the amount of bees that are in there, but it's getting there. The queen's in there laying. I didn't see her, but I see fresh eggs, so we know that she's in there someplace laying eggs. What's going out here too? I'm not paying attention. So we're going to do this pretty quick here. I'm going to add this second deep super in here. You'll see this is what the frames looked like a couple weeks ago, 5 weeks ago. There was nothing but this foundation in there. Center these up a little bit. And we're going to put this cover back on. And we're going to put this on like this time. Got a little bit of wax in here we'll get rid of. I'm going to shake all these off here on get most of them off now. And cover it back up. Let them alone. And we'll come back in another couple of weeks and we'll see that the bees are starting to move up into there and store honey and pollen up there, and the queen might even start moving some brood up there. So we'll see you again in a couple of weeks.